Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And last time we took on both Prometheus and Pandora.
Hey, what's that?
And we have a cutscene to start with. Oh, this looks bad. Oh no, a flood of intro bosses.
W's merged together. You're a Boris.
And that.
Albert must be inside. Say, is that airship still at Hunter's camp? Take me to it.
I don't think that
There's not
airship
even one
works.
left. Mavericks destroyed them all.
Oh, I was thinking of the Raiders
There's
base in the
nothing
oil
left we can
field.
do.
Oh, yes,
Nope,
there is.
There is one thing.
Hi, Al.
Ale!
We meet again. There's something I've been wanting to show you. But remember, from here, there's no turning back. I'll be waiting for you here. Call me when you're ready.
Okay, so that is a warning that if we talk to Ale and agree, we are starting the final mission, final stage. And that's that, hey, Pierre has a mission for us. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do some side questing stuff. I am going to try and make it a point to collect all of the secret discs. There are 2 of them to get in the final stage, so we're not going to get them all right away. And I'll do... I guess I'll do some of the side quests. I'm not going to quite do all of the side quests as... Well, let's just say there's a couple that particularly annoy me, and I feel they're way more trouble than they're worth. Another thing I'm not going to do, I'm not going to get the bronze, silver, and gold medals for all of the special conditions for beating the 8 Pseudoroids, but you can... Oh, well, we have a side quest right here. But you can rebattle the Pseudoroids and do that. And you'll probably notice that there is a... When we go to the save menu, there is a spot for what appears to be another transformation. And that's how you would get it, is by getting all of the medals from each of the Pseudoroids. It's not a very strong transformation. At least I don't think it's very strong. It's more of a novelty sort of thing. But you end up getting the transformation known as Mega Man Model A with a lowercase a. But we'll learn more about that later. So we have a mini game here, and now things are just going insanely wrong very quickly. That was really unfortunate. I don't know what we get from this minigame. I don't even remember this minigame. Cut that out. Model H, pretty good for this thing because you can one-shot these guys. And it doesn't take too long to get all over the screen, so let's go back up, see how we did. This is probably one of those repeatable ones that we could do again. Yeah, rewards 200. I wonder what you get if you save all 3 of them. Don't know, don't care. We'll chalk that up as one of the things we're not really doing. One of the things we do need to do is we went and bought... Did I go and buy shelves? Maybe I didn't buy the shelves yet. Yeah, see, here's all the people on these rooftops. They will give you the quest for beating the Pseudoroids, and the Pseudoroids will respawn And then afterwards, you just go back, talk to them again, and then you turn in the mission request to a person in the cafe. It's like the middle person in the cafe. And then they'll give you some more energy crystals as well, and then it will reopen up the mission with these guys. I'm actually going to stop talking to them because they're, yeah. I don't really care to rebattle all the Pseudoroids. But you are welcome to do that. Also, if you talk to them while you have the mission request from them, they will tell you the conditions you need to get the bronze, silver, and gold medals. So that's kind of nice that they tell you that information is not something you have to go and look up. Here's our database with our secret disc. Let's see how we're doing. Those two that are missing are the ones we're going to find at Ouroboros. Just doing a brief glance through. I don't need to see all these, do I? I mean, it kind of marks off that we've looked at them. Enemy A. So those would have been our mini-bosses. We're missing a couple there, missing a couple others, and a handful of enemy B. We're doing pretty well as far as collecting that goes. Better than what I thought we were going to be at. And I already know that there's some stages that I have to go back to and explore. Oh, hey. Elena has a quest for us. Her pendant was stolen. Took off towards the suit, so that's going to be a hint to go to the bio lab. Which we have to go back there anyways. You remember we had tunnels that we needed head shock to get into. And we did have head shock at that point in time. Alright, let's see what other side stuff we can find. Yeah, I don't want to go that way. That takes us to Legion. I'm not ready to go there yet. And people are talking about the impending tomb, but it will forever remain impending until we decide to talk to Ale. Convenient how that works. And in this door, we had, if you remember, this thing that we couldn't get earlier. There's probably a couple ways we could get this. I think I'm going to end up going for the most obvious way. I wonder if you could use like a charge shot from Model H to bypass that. Probably not, because those are pretty solid blocks. But we'll just do... yeah, that should be good. Yep. And that gets that. And what's this way? The Arctic ice flow. We do have things here to collect, but yeah, I might as well collect them. I'm here. But we're going to zoom ahead. So after you destroy the mini-boss, if you come up here with Model L, well, those chains that were there are no longer there. Okay, well, I needed to be up here anyways. And so now we're going to have incredible difficulty getting out of the water. Yeah, that's not going to work any better. We can't climb on ice. Even with the ice chip, you still can't climb on the ice or wall kick on the ice. There are a whole bunch better ways I could be doing this. Really. For instance, there is a wall over there we can wall climb. Ta-da. If we go up here, yeah, we respawned all the ice blocks. Here's the block we needed. All that silliness just to get here. And with head shock, do the hold down and dash. That's what makes you dash without using the spike ball, because the spikes will not let you pass those passages. Alright, next up, we still have something to do in this area. Remember in the third area where we had those blocks with the yellow blocks with the, well, those blocks. And we didn't have Bifrost. Well, now we have Bifrost. And now we can just Gator Chomp everything. But now we have to Gator Chomp our way to finding the door that we couldn't find before. Okay, is that's not it, is it? Maybe this is it. Okay. I thought this was the spot, but no, there are other blocks. That's progress. And there are more... Haha, there it is. I knew there was more Bifrost breakable blocks around here, so we'll destroy that. And here's a door we have not been in yet. I probably could have split up that power-up, but yeah, regardless. Okay, now we can go find our way to the... not the first door, but the door that's up here. And remember, this door required 6 locks to be broken. Not really. We're just gonna have a heck of a time. Good thing this isn't a speed run. I would be awful at speed running. Well, that's probably not necessarily true. There's nothing in here. Why is there nothing in here? Don't tell me this is just a location we have to come to for another side quest. It is, isn't it? Well, that's annoying. Okay, back to the oil field we go. And we can fly up here. We can pick up this 1-up. I don't know if we showed off this 1-up earlier, but it's there. It exists. So another thing I want to do is get the, there was a data disc here we couldn't get. There was also a wrench side quest. I also found some of our green buggy things that we need to hunt down as part of the 50. And they're also the reason I am not going to be doing all of the side quests. I don't remember what the prize is for the hunting down the bugs, but whatever it is, it's not worth it, and it's not necessary. Clearly, because I've beaten this game at least a half dozen times. This is our wrench side quest. Remember, this guy needed a wrench, or lost his wrench in this room somehow. How the heck did he get it stuck way up here? I don't know, but he did. And yeah, we kind of cheated there. Clearly they want you to use Model P, but we have more advanced things that we can use. So, why not? So anyways, there's a set of those green bugs in the floating ruins. And it is one of the most ridiculous things you have to try and pull off in this game. I did try some... they're basically behind... there's like a solid wall and pits below, and you have to stand on this little blue moving platform and go through this area where there's those things that inhibit your jump. And then they also, you have to use Model P to get through there, because you have to hang on to the bottom of the platform as it's moving. And then you have Bifrost destroyable blocks. Those yellow and the yellow blocks with the purple electric X's. Those. And I'm also aware that there's more here. It's actually down that hole. I'll figure it out soon. Anyways, now that I have the... you have to make sure you have the chip that makes it so you don't crumble the floor. So that's how you get that. It's not just simply walking on the thing as a Reploid. You know, you'll still break it. But there's a bunch of those blocks, and so what ends up happening is I might show off the issue with it. I don't know, I made so many attempts at it. I did attempt doing this, but the problem is, this strategy, you're up against a wall. You're climbing on the wall. To try and break the blocks with Bifrost is insanely difficult, because as soon as you get your ability to jump back and you jump on the blue platform, it will start to move all the way back, where Bifrost, you know, can't reach it. Well, definitely can't reach it. But where things will also try to kill you. Speaking of things trying to kill me, that mini-boss is not what I'm here for. There's another data disk I missed, right up here. A ledge right next to the entrance to the airship, so yeah. Speaking of the airship, I know there was a spot where people were drilling, so we'll check on the progress of that. But we'll check out these rooms as well. And so behind those Bifrost blocks, there's a set of those green bugs. I tried destroying them by just climbing on the wall and just timing your shots and using the Wind Tornado, because that's one of the few attacks that can pass through the wall. I was able to destroy a couple of them that way, but it's not a very consistent tactic for this. I'm not even fully sure what you have to do. You have to start with Model P, and then I think you have to do a time slow with Chrono Force somewhere in there. Oh, this room's open to us now. And this is just a container room. You can destroy containers and get some minor fill-ups. That's all there is to this room. And then you have to switch to Bifrost and chomp the wall before the platform moves back, and it's too demanding for my tastes. And you can't jump up on the platform any earlier because those green things that inhibit your jump are going to block you from that. So you gotta wait for the effect of that to wear off. And yeah, that's why I don't normally do all the side quests. But, okay, there's nothing down here. Well then, I will just see you guys next time, and we'll keep collecting.